I've been waiting for this car. People have been asking for it. When people think of factory sleepers, this is what they think of. Sorry. Man. So often you see people put like tinier pulleys on these things.
Yeah, they mess up. They need to run ethanol and stuff. Yeah, that performance shift, whatever that thing does. I don't know if it actually does anything.
Does it feel like anything?
Sometimes not.
Oh, is my e-brake on?
No, it's not on. You just pulled the hood.
Oh, sorry.
You're fine.
Drive.
It has a power zone to your left.
Nice. Does it give you a little light to say when the supercharger is running?
It's got a boost so-called gauge on your left underneath your tach.
Oh, it's 0 PSI.
Right, and you won't see much more than 8.
Okay.
You won't hit it till you're getting into the highway speeds.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't need anything on the low end. It just needs it when it gets to the high end.
Oh, that is so 90s. Listen to that.
Actually, a nice tick.
I wonder if that's a real breaker, or they just have a little speaker in there.
No,
making the sound.
It's a real breaker. I've seen it in there.
Nice. Have you ever unexpectedly pulled on somebody, or that they weren't expecting you to do something?
Yeah, I've done that a few times on some SN95s. They thought they were the king of the road, and gotcha. It's mainly when they try to cut me off, and then there's a passing lane, and I can pass them.
Get around that.
Yeah, that inertia.
Do I turn left?
Yeah, you can turn left at the stop sign, and then you'll get on the highway.
So I would have thought with a supercharger you'd be getting all your boost immediately, but nothing.
Yeah.
Is there a...
If you had a smaller pulley, you could do it, but then you have to run ethanol, and it's really complicated.
Oh, I got to make a left turn across all this, and I don't have a light. But that's okay. If I shift into one, will it help?
Nah, you...
Really?
Yeah.
You got to have load on it. Oh,
You spin the tires no matter what. Yeah, turning off traction control is probably the best.
Oh, does traction control cut throttle? Cut ignition?
It tries to help you. It doesn't really help. Yeah, you turn right up.
Okay. Where's my line? Is it all worn off? There it is.
This is Indiana. We don't have lines here. Just let them wear out. And you don't know where you're going? You're not from around here, are you?
No, I'm from a place where cars have to be inspected. Some even have emissions.
Oh. Yeah, we can take the cats right off at a muffler shop, and they'll be like, yeah, I'll do it just for cash.
Can I make a right on red in this state?
Yes.
Oh, so I could have been going.
Yeah.
Sorry. They were so polite, they didn't honk at me.
Yeah.
Pulling. There it pulls. Smooth. It doesn't really make the engine rev any faster. I mean, the first gear pull was a bit, and then nothing. It's just a steady, like, jet engine, which you would associate with a supercharger. The Erie, Indiana State Police, as we saw, have been out today.
Yeah, we saw them turn down a different road. So, but I don't know how active he's going to be on this.
Right. Right on red, no one coming.
It's just a happy car.
Where are my lights?
There. Yeah, you just pull them out. You had it in your head on.
don't see anybody, and there's a large stretch in front of me. I wonder if it's going to kick down. May I put my foot completely to the floor?
Performance shift if you want. It might help you. There it is.
It's faster than what you think. I was expecting to hear turbo or supercharger whine, and I don't. I just hear V6. that kind of, I'm not really supposed to be doing this. Superchargers making me do stuff I don't want to.
A lot of people put the cone filters on, and then you can really hear the supercharger.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's probably a bunch of moose, what do they call it, moose tubes down in there. So, now I don't know if I hear, no, it's still registering no boost at 2,000 RPM. At 3,000 RPM, still not registering boost. So it's all, I don't get this.
I don't get it either. I don't know if it's actually...
It's clearly spinning.
Yeah.
So does this boost gauge really mean anything?
It could just be a gas.
There, it just jumped to 8 PSI. So I think there's some certain parameters where it's only going to measure this stuff based on throttle position, not engine RPM. Now they make some superchargers that have those centrifugal pulleys that engage and disengage. Toyota did that with the AW11 that had the supercharger on it, but I think this is just a straight pulley.
It is, yeah.
So that boost gauge is like, A
lot of people put in the boost gauges. It's real simple to do. There's a T they just plug right into, but
a mechanical one, like, or just
they can put a mechanical
pressure one in there.
There's easy vacuum. Oh, there's an easy pressure line that can just get right on. But
there, I hear it. All right, Indiana, everything's straight.
Straight, flat.
All right, it wants to jump on.
Yeah.
Right there. So you say when people, even if they go the smallest size down in pulley, I mean, just like not a whole lot, it still needs ethanol?
You need to, there's a lot of, before you go pulleys, you should do the exhaust first, you should do the intake first, there's a laundry list you should do before you start even messing with the pulley. Injectors, I mean, they sized it pretty decent. It's just, if you're gonna do any performance, you need to get everything else in line before.
It sounds like what Dodge did with the SRT4, that everything they did is for that boost, and it's just meant for the way the engine is tuned. If you change one thing, you're gonna have to change like 5 different things.
Since I work at Delphi, there's a guy who had one of these, who actually was a software engineer for that PCM that's in these, and he actually had a special code wrote where he didn't need to change all the parameters. He was actually able just to change it all software. I could get that flash from him.
Oh, so you can run the stock injectors?
Yeah, you could run the stock injectors. He had to do a lot. I mean, and no one else in the world could do it but this guy, because he knows the code.
Oh, okay.
I mean, he's coding just like the bare bone, like he knows the original software code.
Ah.
Yeah, these PCMs we made $4 million a year during that time frame. They were in almost all GM cars. We had from 4 cylinders to V8s.
So to get one of those flashes, it's all knowing a guy?
Yeah. Essentially.
The car, I don't know if it's the alignment. These roads are tight. I don't know if... Is it going to torque steer?
It does a little.
Yeah?
Not a whole lot though, really.
Yeah, it moves a little bit.
Yeah, it's nothing you can't handle yet.
Whoa, look at this guy.
Oof.
Oof. Wants to pass Grandpa. Well, I'm going the speed limit. Wonder if he's a fan. Just find out he just did that. I'm keeping that in. Now all Volkswagens are turbocharged now, and you can flash all of them. So I don't know if this thing could have hung with that. Of course, he had inertia on his side. If I mashed it, then I'd be the complete dick wad. Then it would feel like amazing for like a second,
And when they
and
start
then but
passing
then
you.
we'd have to come to a stoplight,
Yeah.
and then I'd be the jerk.
Trails.
What's rails to trails mean?
Indiana, let's get rid of all of our railroad lines and turn them into walk paths.
Oh, okay. Was that like a bill that was passed or something?
I think so. In Indiana, a lot of towns started. They got some state money, and they did as much as they could. We have one that runs through half the state now.
Wow.
Because we were pretty overbuilt in railroads, and we don't hardly use any of them now.
Yeah, that's nice. Did you see that one? It's an old YouTube video of a guy who made his own little documentary of the GS
Oh, really?
Sleeper. I think he was putting down like 390 to the wheels.
Yeah, I've heard that you can almost get 400 out of them. Not too bad.
I forget what the sloppy mechanics. They had a really beat GS, and of course they sprayed it as well. They welded a turbocharger into the supercharger to just see what would happen. It wasn't able to spool the turbo, but once I forget how much it made, like with just the supercharger and 100 shot of nitrous. I don't know if they got it over 400 or not, but eventually it started knocking real bad. One of the things we see while we're at the light here is that the entire console moves left and right. All of this is just one floppy. Now, I don't know if they originally did that, or if this is just the GM plastics wearing down over 10 years. But that's what you hear inside of this, is all the plastics just moving against each other. Stop sign. And then even with the traction control on, it still spins. Where's the, oh yeah, it's there. That's what you pay for. If only they could extend the workmanship of the 3.8 liter supercharged V6 to the rest of the car, because then you'd have something. But what you really have, it's not like you don't have something comfortable. It's just if you didn't romp on it, you wouldn't know the extra power is there. There you boys. Cool. Thank you, Tyler.
Yeah, no problem.
There we go.